Right, how do I do this shit again? G'day guys, Fitcho here, and that is right, I am back after about 3 months of not uploading videos on this channel. I am back. I do apologize for the absence or radio silence for the last few months, but you know, sometimes things have to take priority, more important things have to take priority in life, and I had to take a bit of time off YouTube to focus on my high school exams, or end of high school exams, very important ones, the ones that sort of decide uni courses and that, so important ones. So I had to focus on that. They went well and I got the marks I wanted, so I'm quite happy with that. Now it's time to get back into YouTube, start yelling random shit while driving virtualized cars again, living the life I know. Now today we're here on Assetto Corsa doing something a little bit different to what I normally do, and we're going to be driving a classic F1 car, the Ferrari 312 from the late 60s. It raced over a couple different years, I believe, and it's been driven by people like Chris Amon and Jackie Ick, some very, very good drivers. And because we're driving a classic 60s F1 car, I thought we should go with a classic track, and because we're driving a Ferrari, it should be a classic Italian track. So today, we're going to be doing a 3-lap race around classic Monza from 1966. Not the Monza we know and love today, the Monza before they had the chicanes, when it was almost a flat-out blast, absolutely crazy slipstream fest of a race. We're going to be racing 24 other Ferrari 312s in a 3-lap race around classic Monza. And just to make things a little bit more interesting, to spice things up, I put the AI aggression onto 100, so this is going to be interesting. Here we go, we're on the grid here in Monza. We're starting in last place, 25th out of 25 as the lights are on, and it is lights out, and away we go. We got a very, very good start, and we have to pick our way through some of the slow starts, and we navigate our way through there successfully. Is up through the gears, but already up into the top 10. Should we make this 3-1 as we head down towards Curva Grande? I don't think we should. We're going to back out of that as we head it down, get it down into 4th gear, into Curva Grande, which is an absolutely insane corner in these cars. So tricky to get right, and so much commitment is required. It's now past where the second chicane would be nowadays. Is down to the first Lesmo we go, down into 2nd gear, up the inside of 8th place. Can we make this move stick? Yes, we can. Is now up to the 2nd Lesmo. This car on our outside has just nicked the wall off the first Lesmo, but we couldn't quite make that move stick. Is now onto what nowadays is a DRS straight, but of course no DRS back in the 60s. Heck, these cars didn't even have any wings, no sort of aerodynamics. Now this corner is crazy, and on the outside, there's no way we're going to make it around the outside of Ascari. That is one of my favorite corners in this car, because if you get the line perfect, and I mean you have to get it perfect, it is a flat out corner, but you have to be spot on with the line. Is now down to Parabolica we go, and out of here to end the first lap of this 3-lap race. We are up into 8th place. It's up through the gears. We go up into top gear, 5th gear, as we head down the pit straight in the slipstream of the car in front of us. Careful not to hit that wall on the right. That's where the banking goes off. Of course, they did use that back in the days. Now we go past where the first chicane would be. Of course, no first chicane in the 60s. Up the inside of Curva Grande we go. We are side by side through Curva Grande. We leave him the space, and we get that move done. Now into 7th place as we head past where the second chicane normally is, and down towards the Lesmos, down into 2nd gear. Get the car turned in. Be very careful of that inside curve. Get as close as you dare to it, but do not touch it. Same with the 2nd Lesmo. The curbs they use back in the 60s, they are crazy. They are real killers. As we get a nice run out of there around the outside of 6th place, and we take that position. As I was checking that position, I forgot to shift up into 5th. Is now into Ascari. A little bit of a lift through there. I got down to about half throttle, and then back onto the powers. Now we've got an amazing run. We're going to move ourselves up into 5th place as we head down towards Parabolica. Back down the gears, and I've gone in a little bit too hot, and we are off into the gravel. Let's try to recover this. Just a little bit late on the brakes there, not quite pulling the car up, which is something so easy to do in these cars. Of course, back in the 60s, the brakes weren't exactly the best part of the car. So in all fairness, this is essentially a bathtub on wheels with a big engine in the back of it. So through the corners, on the brakes, this thing is a real handful to control, and it is so easy to make a mistake on the brakes like I did down at Parabolica. As now through Curva Grande, this corner is just absolutely insane in these cars. So much commitment is required to get good lap time out of this. As we're down to 8th place, we've got 7th just in front of us. Can we try to make up any more positions as we head down to the first Lesmo? We are on the last lap now. Try to get a good exit out of there. We do just bang into the rev limiter, which isn't going to help us. As now through the second Lesmo, a lot of understeer there. It's not going to help our run either. As now we head onto one of the many straights here at Monza. Under the banking we go, and down towards Ascari. You got to turn in so early. It's like you have to sort of follow the tree line. It's so hard to pick out where to turn in. We clipped the grass on the inside and the outside, but I kept my foot absolutely pinned, and we're gonna go for the move up the inside as we head down. Oh, locking up on the front, get the car stopped. We do get the car stopped, but we do drift wide and lose that place. Can we get back underneath him with nice drive off Parabolica? It's going to be a drag race up towards the line. Who's going to win this drag race? Up into 5th gear. He's pulling. He's got the slipstream. I think he's just going to do it. He just does it. I come across the line in 8th place. But what a race that was, and what a car this is. This car and track combo is something else. I absolutely love driving these classic F1 cars. And there we go. There are the race results. We ended up coming home in 8th place, only 0.021 of a second off 7th place. That was a very close finish there, but I think he just edged me out there because he had the slipstream off 6th place there, and that makes a big difference in these cars. You know, Monza back in the day like this, it really is a slipstream fest. The slipstream is so overpowered, but what a car, what a track, what a combination. It is so much fun to drive. I absolutely love driving these classic F1 cars, and expect to see some more of this sort of stuff on the channel in the near future. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of this whole new sort of setup. I've got the face cam going for the video. I've also got the pedal cam, which you'll have seen throughout the video. So let me know what you think of this whole new setup, and if you like it or not. I'm just going to be experimenting with a few things for a little bit, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you do smash that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.